All right, we've all been there, right? You walk into the garage and you see it. That stack of old, crusty paint cans just staring at you. It's a feeling we call garage guilt, and today we are going to get rid of it for good in about 60 seconds.
But hold on, before you just heave that can into the trash bag, you need to know something. Tossing liquid paint is a huge no-no. It's a real environmental hazard, and trust me, you don't want to be the reason the trash truck leaves a permanent paint streak all the way down your street.
And just so we're crystal clear, let's talk about the big don'ts. Pouring paint down the drain? That can absolutely wreck your septic system. Burying it in the yard? Those chemicals can poison the soil for years. These aren't just bad ideas. They can get you some seriously hefty fines.
So what's the very first thing you should do? You've got to decide if that paint is even any good anymore. This is a super quick check that could save you a trip to the store and, $60 for a new gallon.
Okay, so how do you know? It's actually really simple. Pop the lid. The first test is the smell test. If it smells sour, kind of like rotten eggs, it's dead. Toss it. Is it all chunky and lumpy no matter how much you stir? Also dead. But if you just see a little bit of clear liquid floating on top, you're in luck. That's totally normal. Just give it a good 5-minute stir and it'll be good as new.
All right, so you've decided a can has got to go. Now, for your typical latex or water-based paint, there is one golden rule. It must be completely solid before you can put it in the regular trash.
And you've basically got two ways to do this. There's the pro method, using a chemical hardener. This stuff is awesome. It turns the paint into a solid hockey puck in like less than 20 minutes. Then there's the DIY method, using something you might already have lying around. Clay-based cat litter. It's way cheaper, but it does take a bit longer to dry. Now, if you're going the DIY route, it could not be easier. You just dump in about the same amount of cat litter as you have paint. So 1 part paint, 1 part litter. Stir it all up until it gets thick, kind of like oatmeal. Then just leave the lid off and let it sit for a day or two until it's rock solid.
Okay, I need everyone to listen up for a second, because this part is incredibly important. Everything we just talked about, the cat litter, the hardener, that is only for latex paint. When we start talking about oil-based paint, the rules change completely. This is a big safety issue.
So here's the bottom line, and please, get this right. Oil-based paint is considered household hazardous waste. You cannot, and I repeat, you cannot try to dry this stuff at home. The only safe and legal way to get rid of it is to take it to a special hazardous waste drop-off facility.
Of course, the absolute best way to deal with old paint is to not have old paint to deal with in the first place, right? A little bit of smart storage can keep your paint fresh for years.
Here's the trick. Instead of leaving a little bit of paint in a giant 1-gallon can, pour those leftovers into a smaller, airtight jar. See, all that air in the big can is what ruins the paint. This simple step saves a ton of space and keeps your paint ready for touch-ups for years to come.
And there you have it. Your garage guilt is officially gone. If you want a full guide, links to some of those paint hardeners, and a bunch of other great tips, head on over to thepaintly.com. Now go enjoy all that new space in your garage.